Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. Today in this video we are going to be making over our Ikea play kitchen. We bought this kids kitchen when our oldest was 1. So we have had this for like 5 years, and it has always been a little fun dream to do this project, and we thought no better time than now. So I wanted to bring you along as we did this. The first step is just removing all of the hardware. So Chad took the handles off, the little sink, and we got it prepped and ready to take outside. Here are some of the supplies that we're going to be using. I grabbed all of these off of Amazon, so I will be sure to link them down below for you. I decided to go with a white base coat, and then we're going to be using some gold and some black for the hardware. I found this marble contact paper at Target, and I love it. It was like $5, super affordable, and it was perfect for this project. Funny story, we actually attempted to do this to our kitchen countertops about a year ago, and it was a hot mess. So I'm proud and happy to report that it went better this time around. Here are the little farmhouse poles that we decided to use for this kitchen. I think they're so cute. And this kitchen project is definitely inspired by our kitchen and our home. Mila loves to play with her little play kitchen, and I thought that it would be really fun and cute to have a little mini me for her so that she can play in her cute little farmhouse kitchen while I'm cooking or baking in mine. So here you can see me just prepping the kitchen for paint. I decided to tape everything off for the windows and the little stove, and then Chad measured the back for a little beadboard backsplash. We had some leftover beadboard in the garage from a previous project and thought it would be really cute and just add a little bit of character to the kitchen. So he is just using his nail gun here to just attach that to the back of the kitchen. We decided to add in a little peg rail because I've got one in my kitchen. I thought it would be really cute for her to have a little spot to hang her little coffee cups and teacups and all that. So we are using the same wooden shaker pegs that we've used in other areas in our home, and Chad is just drilling out the holes for those. You want them to fit nice and snug. If you want to glue them in, you can, but Chad just kind of created the perfect little hole for them to fit into, and then is taking his hammer and hammering them in so they're nice and sturdy, so that no matter what kind of pressure Mila's putting on those as she's pulling things off of them or putting anything heavy up there, they're going to be sturdy and they're going to last. And then Chad just kind of fitting that in here to give us an idea of what it's going to look like. Here Chad is just pre-drilling the holes to put screws in on the sides of the kitchen here to just further secure the peg rail so that it doesn't fall and it's nice and sturdy. And then it was time to take the kitchen apart into 2 pieces so that we could start painting. Now, it was a very cold day here for North Carolina. I think it was in the high 30s on the day that we decided to do this project. If we did anything differently, I would say that we would definitely do this on a warmer day. It did take a little bit longer for the paint to adhere just because of the cold temperature. So we did end up putting 2 coats of white paint on the kitchen sink and the kitchen itself. We definitely could have come through with a 3rd coat of paint, but we did run out of our white spray paint. So if you're trying to replicate this exact project, I would recommend starting with 3 cans of white paint. Here is the contact paper that we saw in the beginning. Like I said earlier, we've done this before, so we learned a few tips and tricks along the way, and it's definitely beneficial to just go slow and steady with this. Otherwise, you're going to have bubbles and folds, and you definitely don't want that. So Chad is using, actually, funny enough, an Ikea family card to make sure that this is all flattened out. I like to think of it as putting a protective screen cover on your phone. You definitely want to make sure that there's no bubbles. And here you can see Chad using his little precision knife. It's just like an X-Acto knife, and cutting out the hole for the stove and then for the sink as well. Fun little tip, if you do end up with some bubbles in your contact paper, you can actually use a little precision or X-Acto knife and ever so slightly poke it with the tip of your knife, and it will actually take the little air bubble out and you'll be good to go. Another little tip I wanted to share is with the corners. Corners are really tricky with contact paper. I have watched so many different tutorials and YouTube videos, and honestly, the best way I found how is just like you're wrapping a Christmas present. And then with this contact paper, because it was on the cheaper end, I ended up coming in with a hot glue gun just to secure all of the little spots underneath so that we didn't have any issues with over time and wear of having the contact paper kind of coming undone. Then it was time to add in all of the hardware. So Chad is creating little holes here for the little farmhouse poles, and I think they look adorable. And then we decided to stick with the original hardware for the oven and for the microwave as well. We just ended up painting those black. The last step in assembling our little Ikea play kitchen is coming in with some caulk just to seal the beadboard to the countertops. And here is the finished product. I love it. It is so cute. It is so me, and it definitely resembles our kitchen. Now, of course, I styled this with some of our Houseandholm pieces from our shop, houseandholm.com, and I think it looks so adorable. I also threw in the little Dutch oven. That mini one is from Target. I think that is so cute. I love our Houseandholm salt and pepper shakers. I think they are just adorable and perfect for this little spot. Now, Mila is only 2, so I definitely will be removing this decor, the majority of it. The plant will probably stay and the little washcloth, but if you do have older children, you could definitely let them use these pieces and enjoy them and play with them, but because Mila's so little, we're going to stick to the little wooden Melissa and Doug pieces. But I think it turned out so cute. Here's a little close-up of the corners just so you can see. Again, I just kind of wrapped it like a Christmas present, and I think it looks great. We are, after all, just talking about a little Ikea play kitchen, so I think it's perfect. I love this view. I love how bright and airy it is. I think it turned out so beautifully, and I hope that it inspires you to tackle a little DIY project in your home. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can see more DIY and decorating inspiration. Next up, I'm so excited to share how I've decorated my home after Christmas and for the winter season. I hope to see you all on Saturday.